Hey, welcome back to Axe Cards. Today we're going to be opening the Battle Arena decks featuring Keldeo and Rayquaza. So they're out in stores September 21st, and it's actually a really good value for cards if you're now getting into collecting the game, or playing the game, or even if you're a seasoned player. The deck list is pretty wicked. I'm not going to spend too much time going through what's on the back. Let's just look inside and see kind of what we can get. Alright, so let's start with the EXs themselves. So the Rayquaza is from Dragons Exalted, which is an older black and white set. So it has Celestial Roar. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. If any of these cards are energy cards, attach them to this Pokemon. Then it has Dragon Burst, does 60 plus, discard all the basic fire energy or all basic lightning energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 60 damage times the number of energy cards you discarded. So you can get up to a maximum of 180 from him. So it's kind of neat. And then the other card we get in it is Keldeo. So this Keldeo is from Boundaries Cross, featuring the Russian. So once during your turn, before you attack, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch this Pokemon with your active Pokemon. And then it has Secret Sword, does 20 more damage for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. So this was featured in quite a few of the World Championship decks in past years. So it also is a pretty neat card to base a deck around. It comes with 2 coins, so I'm not sure if it's going to be the same coin every time, but I don't know how well you can see it. We have a Rayquaza, and no, we do not have a Keldeo. We actually have a Blastoise, which is a really neat looking pin. I haven't seen too many Blastoise pins, so that's kind of neat. It has this cannon in the background. It comes with this little booklet here as well that kind of has information about the Keldeo deck and kind of what the goal is, and it's kind of neat. It tells you basically your play strategy, and then same thing also for the Rayquaza. Put that one side. There is a code card that opens up. I'm not actually quite sure what it does open up online. I'm imagining some of the cards, or if anything, just the card backs and stuff. It has card boxes, sorry. Has a couple damage and status indicators, and then like most of these decks, there is a playmat. So let's see who we get on the playmat for this one. Yeah, it makes sense. So we have our Keldeo on one side, and the other side we have our Rayquaza, which is kind of neat. So now let's hop into the decks. So we'll start with the Rayquaza deck. Kind of neat deck box with the handy dandy Rayquaza image on the front. So wow, look at that. That's kind of neat. So we start him with some fire energy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 fire, and then we also get some lightning reverse energies. 2, 3, 4. So we get 4 fire and 4 lightning. We get a second Rayquaza EX. Then, oh, these are the other way around. No, just that one. So we get a bunch of lightning energy. Imagine we're going to get a bunch of fire. Yeah, we get a bunch of fire energy as well. Oh, not that much fire. So let's start. So we get Ultra Ball. So this is a Fates Collide Ultra Ball, it looks like. VS Seeker. So that's a big card there. This is a really expensive card to find outside of these decks. This is part of the reason why these decks are going to be so hot. So VS Seeker. We have another Ultra Ball. Tierno from Breakpoint. We have a switch from Roaring Skies. Couple switches from Roaring Skies. Skyla. So that's Breakthrough Skyla. That's a nice card as well. Sky Arrow Bridge. This is from the older black and white sets, and I can't remember off the top of my head. Shauna. We have Professor's Letter from Breakthrough. We have Sycamores, a couple Sycamores from Breakpoint. Professor Birch's Observation. Pokemon Fan Club. So we have N as well. We have the black and white promo N, which is kind of unusual also. I don't know if you can see how well you can see it there, but it has BW100. So that is a really neat looking N card. Lysander. So we have Lysander from Ancient Origins and also Level Ball. A couple of them from Ancient Origins. So Karen. So this is the big card many people are after. So why is just because of its ability. So each player shuffles all Pokemon in his or her discard pile into her deck, or his or her deck. So basically it kills any Night March or Vespiquen decks, since they rely on Pokemon in their discard pile. So it really is a nice card to have in your deck as a kind of in case you play against one of those guys. So that's XY177 promo card. So we got Float Stones from Breakthrough. We have Bianca from Legendary Treasures, and also Battle Compressors. This is another hot card from Phantom Forces. So we have a couple of those guys. There's AZ from Phantom Forces as well. Then we have Victini. So that's a neat looking card. That's from another one of the black and white sets. Quite an older card. Oh, we got another Victini. This time it's from Legendary Treasures. Zapdos from Legendary Treasures as well. Oh, we have also another Zapdos from Roaring Skies. Kind of neat. They include two different artworks for some of the cards. Zekrom, I think that's Next Destinies. Dedenne, that's from Furious Fists. The second Dedenne. Ooh, we got Pikachu from XY base set. Gotta have Pikachu in a lightning deck. We got quite a few Pikachus. So we have Raichu. So this is a Raichu from XY base set as well, but it's a non-holo version. It was a holo version in that set. Dynamo. We have a couple of the same. Oh, three of them. Then we also have an Electric. And a couple of those guys. So that is quite awesome. I can't believe the value for money in the deck is pretty wild. So I'm just going to put those guys one side and let's go on to our Keldeo deck. There's a couple different artworks of Keldeo on the front and the back. So, like the other one, we have some pretty nifty reverse water energies. So that's 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess we're gonna have about 8 maybe. Yes. So we have another Keldeo. So we get 4 EXs in this set, and we're gonna get a bunch of energies. Only water energy in this set. No doubling up of energy. Different types. Right, so we get another VS Seeker, which is really nice. Ultra Ball as well, just like Rayquaza's deck, and Tierno. Teammates, so slightly different. That's from Primal Clash. Superior Energy Retrieval. That's from Plasma Freeze or Blast, I forget which one. Skyla from Breakthrough. We have Shauna from Fates Collide. Oh, Rough Seas. That's another nice card. So that's from Primal Clash. Really popular with water decks. We get a couple of those. We have a Rare Candy. That also is from Primal Clash. And a couple of those. Professor's Letter. We have a Sycamore again from Breakpoint. Well, a couple of these guys. Professor Birch also, just like the other deck. The same N from before, so the black and white 100 version. Lysander. There's another Karen, so each deck features their own Karen. We got Fisherman from Breakthrough. Escape Rope from Primal Clash. You got Dive Ball also from Primal Clash. Bianca from Legendary Treasures. We got Archie's Ace in the Hole, which is again quite a nice staple for water decks. Regice, which is a nice card from Ancient Origins. Always a favorite. We have Articuno, which is a cool looking full art from Roaring Skies. Lapras. Is that Neck Destinies, I believe. Remoraid, which is from Breakthrough, and we have Octillery. So this is another really popular card at the moment. This is a non-holo version, so it comes in a holo version in Breakthrough, but because of its abyssal hand, it's a must in many people's decks. So once during your turn before you attack, you may draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. So that's a pretty awesome ability. We have a Feebas, a couple of them. They're from Fates Collide. Milotic. So this also is a rare holo in the Primal Clash expansion. And we have a couple of those guys. Oh, that's a nice looking Squirtle. That's a Boundaries Cross Squirtle. We got a couple of those guys. 3 of them. Wartortle, also from Boundaries Crossed. 2 of those, and there we go, Blastoise. So this is another rare holo, well, a non-rare holo version of a rare holo. Try and say that twice fast. So usually it is a rare holo in Boundaries Crossed, but we get it here as just a regular rare with its Deluge ability. So again, this was another favorite in many decks at the World Championships over the last few years. So wow, I can't believe the amount of just value you get. I can't suggested prices, what, about $30 or whatever US, but you really can't beat it for the cards that come within it. So everything here will be up on the store for its release day, which is on the 21st. So it's Wednesday. And yeah, anything you see here that you'd like, including the coins, the code cards, the EXs, everything will be up on the store. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.